Hi, I'm Paul from PDH Sports, leading online racket specialist, and today we're doing the final rackets that we stock and sell at PDH Sports. So this is our sort of top end one. So this is we're just trying to work out why it's got so many names, but it's the X-Act Infinity Blast racket, and then also I've got the Superlight model. So I guess the key selling points of this is slightly larger head size. Yeah. It's one of the things. And as I said in my earlier reviews, it's going to be very interesting for me to see whether, you know, I can feel the performance benefits of going up the range to a more expensive racket. So Sophie, let's take these on court and hit some shuttles and see how they play. Yeah. Okay, just back from hitting with the X-Act Infinity Blast rackets, and again, like, I think I've certainly found I preferred the ones with extra weight. So we'll talk about like the kick points and stuff like that. I can really feel when I get this right, you can feel the racket doing a lot more, being more powerful. Yeah. The lighter one, I didn't have that same feeling. It was more manoeuvrable. I didn't feel the racket was giving me as much back. So I know for myself, I clearly prefer the slightly heavier rackets. But I mean, Sophie, if you just talk about some of the spec, would you? So the flexibility in this one, what's the sort of main features that we're given with these rackets?
So obviously with it having the bigger head size, that's really good because, you know, it's a high quality racket, but it feels like even if you don't quite hit it in the middle, you still get a nice shot from it. With it being head heavy compared to the other ones, I quite liked that. You get a little bit more power, but most head heavy rackets are usually stiff flex, whereas this one's quite nice, it's medium, so you get the heavy balance and a bit more flex for it. I mean, it really makes you like hard shots a little bit faster, and you know, on the drives, it's really good. I think that's a top quality racket.
Yeah, so it's again, it was a really good racket for me. I think if I was using Babolat Badminton Rackets, this would now probably be the one I would go for. So as you said, that I did notice the sort of probably being a little bit more forgiving. I was able to get away, but like I said, the big selling point for me on this one was I felt the racket really perform and give me that extra bit of extra power in the racket.
You get some nice feel from it, which you don't get from some of the others, so you get a lot of feedback from how you're hitting it, which is really what you expect from a top quality racket.
So the other thing that we've just mentioned is like how big a part some of the strings can play as well. So that's something to take in consideration. You know, any of these rackets, you know, if you were to upgrade the strings, you know, we at PDH Sports we are offering that service. We can put any brand, any racket strings in there, and you know, that seems to make a big difference as well, doesn't it, to how they perform. So yeah, so hopefully you found these reviews interesting. Just a little insight into the Babolat range. It's certainly been interesting for me. I think I've found the racket style that I like. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below, or you know, you can send Sophie a message, and hopefully she can give you some expert advice as well. So this was the video number 4. So we'll link them all down below, and we have a little bit of a sort of insight into the Babolat Badminton rackets that we sell at pdhsports.com.